It's like showing the sort of skeleton of the song.
Tonight we're going to play a duo show on acoustics. I was wondering, is it very difficult after a process where you put so much arrangements into a song to bring it back to the essence again?
It's not difficult, really. I like it a lot because I feel like we're trying to make these really sort of beautiful, kind of overwhelming, immersive arrangements for the record, and that's really important to me, and I almost want to feel like the music can just stand on its own. But ultimately the idea is that the song has a solid construction underneath. I really like it sometimes, being able to sort of strip out every little embellishment and just present the sort of lyric and melody and chord progression, and just sort of, it's like showing the sort of skeleton of the song, which I really enjoy. Also, you can kind of change them live, and so it's kind of nice because the song gets to take on a totally different identity live than, in a sort of solo setting, than it would, in this sort of full-on, finished, mastered, every single thing fixed, kind of final recording. So yeah.
So it's also some kind of a relief to do this right
Yeah,
now.
I like it actually, I do.
Can you get lost during the recording process in selecting all those arrangements?
Yeah, I guess you can get lost. At a certain point, it can start to feel a little bit overwhelming, and you kind of have to just keep sight of what's exciting to you and what you feel like is working in it. I was surprised that I didn't feel more like I got lost than I did. I was expecting that I would kind of have completely lost my mind and would be kind of like flailing about, just like wasting a lot of energy and ruining everything. But I didn't feel that way. I felt like relatively focused on the project the entire time.
Yeah, because what do you think was for you, for yourself, when starting with this new album, the biggest challenge that you set yourself?
Well, I guess the biggest challenge that I felt starting out on this record was just to make it new. I feel like with every record you have to be kind of born again on some level. It's an important record for us, because we hadn't made one in a while. So we really felt this real strong desire to play. I think musician felt a strong desire to play better than they'd ever played before. I felt this really strong desire to express something musically and to express something lyrically that I felt like I'd never fully kind of nailed the way I wanted to. So, yeah, it was really, really fun. It's such a expression of enthusiasm and happiness and love, really. It's as much as there might be a part of the record that here or there that feels dark or that feels heavy or something. It's all coming from a place of enthusiasm.
What are the things that you wanted to express on this album?
Well, all the things I thought were best and most exciting to express were things I couldn't really explain in words. And I guess that's on some level why you write a song or make an album, is that you can't really... Because we could sit here and I could tell you exactly everything that I wanted to express, if that were possible. And then that's all we would need to do, and there wouldn't be a need to make the record.
Yeah, I can imagine that there is a certain feeling that you have while writing a song, like
something
is bothering me.
But I think all the best feelings are the ones that you can't really put into words. To me, that's the whole purpose of writing music, is because if you can put it into words, why not just make a speech, or write like a paragraph down and just photocopy it and hand it out to people or something like that. But to me, the most exciting thing is when you take something that you don't even know exactly how to characterize it, you don't even know exactly what it is, and you somehow make something, you express it in a very clear way. A very unclear idea expressed clearly. I like that in the song,
Is it still possible for you to get surprised sometimes while listening back to the things of Okkervil River?
Sometimes when I listen to old records of ours, which I never do, and I think that most people probably would say that they don't, because you kind of lived through it, so you don't really think about it. But sometimes I have to, because I need to remember chords or something like that. So sometimes I'll listen back to an old recording and I'll go, oh, hey, that was actually kind of good. Because in my mind, everything I did in the past is always crap. It's just the way that I think. It's like,
How come that you think like that?
because I don't like getting attached to things. I think that it's like, it can ruin your work if you're too like precious about yourself. So I think that the best way to view it is like fingernail clippings or something like that. You're just sort of like, why would I collect fingernail clippings? That's disgusting. But sometimes I have to listen back and I think, oh, that's actually not bad. That's pretty cool what happened there, you know.